Hey, welcome to The Explainer. We're always asking this huge question: what's the secret to raising a successful kid? Well, today we're digging into a really powerful personal answer from a parent on the Purple Eggs podcast. Their whole philosophy? It boils down to one single thing: involvement. So let's just jump right in with the big question. I mean, think about it. With all the books, all the theories out there, what is one of the most powerful things a parent can actually do to help their child succeed? Well, according to the parent we're looking at today, the answer is actually really simple, really direct. It's not some complicated theory, it's just an observation they made after years of watching kids go through school. The single biggest factor, it seems to be active, enthusiastic parents who are just involved. All right, so let's get into it. But first, and this is super important to get, we need to understand where this is all coming from. This isn't some scientific study. Nope. It's a deeply personal story, a belief system built on one person's own life. And the speaker is really, really clear on this point. They call it observational experience. They basically say, hey, this is my opinion, okay? This isn't some proven fact from a lab. It's just what I've seen happen again and again and again. So, okay, how does this actually look in the real world? The first place this all comes into play is at school. From this point of view, a parent's presence, I mean both physically and emotionally, in their kid's school life is, well, it's everything. And you can really see the contrast here. The speaker paints this picture of two totally different kinds of parents. On one side, you've got the parent who's always there. At the PTA meetings, at the games, you can feel their enthusiasm. And then on the other side, you have the parent who's just disconnected. And they give this really powerful image of a kid having to walk home all alone after a game. It really hits home. So, what does showing up really mean? Well, they lay it out for us. It's not just about hitting those mandatory parent-teacher conferences. It's about being there for the other stuff, you know? The games, the art club, the spelling bees. It's about being the one to pick them up, to enroll them in things they're curious about. It's about being a real, active part of their entire school universe. And the result of all this effort? The speaker believes that when teachers and staff see that level of parental involvement, that kid just stands out. Now, they're really careful to say that, of course, teachers care about all their students, but they feel like this high visibility involvement creates this kind of positive cycle where everyone's just more engaged. All right, so we've talked about school, but now we're going to shift gears and go way, way back. I mean, much earlier, because this next idea is that a child's education shouldn't start on the first day of kindergarten. It should start before they're even born. So how do you do that? Well, the speaker lays out this three-step approach for prenatal education. The whole goal is to create a positive, stimulating environment right from the get-go. This means playing classical music, reading to them every day so they get used to your voice, and also maybe skipping the scary horror movies. And when it comes to the classical music part, the speaker has a very specific belief. It's really interesting. They claim that, in their view, each string in a classical piece is actually designed to heal a specific organ in the body. Now, and this is super important to repeat, the speaker is completely upfront about this. They say, look, this is my personal belief based on my life. This is not scientifically proven. It's just part of their personal philosophy. Okay, so this whole idea of involvement, it doesn't just stop with school or even with prenatal care. The next big piece of the puzzle is that it has to be a totally holistic approach. It has to touch, well, pretty much every part of a child's life. So what does total involvement even look like? Well, it means both parents are on the same page, even if they're co-parenting from different homes. It goes deep into their social life, too. The speaker suggests knowing your kid's friends' parents, like months or even years ahead of time. It's about driving them to a friend's house and either staying there or knowing the other family so well that you have zero doubts. It's a whole other level of engagement. All right, so let's kind of pull all of these different ideas together and look at the big picture here. What's the main takeaway from this very personal, very intense view on parenting? Really, the central message is this. True parental involvement, in this view, isn't just something you do. It's a massive 24/7 commitment. It's a mindset that starts even before birth and weaves its way through every single part of a child's life. Their school, their health, who their friends are, everything. And that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. After hearing this incredibly dedicated, all-in philosophy, it makes you wonder, right?
In our crazy, busy world with a million things pulling at us, what does it truly mean to be an involved parent today?